Number one, let's start with the most important thing first, and that is talk to your NPCs in the crevice. The crevice will be unlocked after your first 1-2 hours. It's the main hub of the game. And the NPCs in your hub can upgrade your character, but also you can initiate conversation, which will lead to bonus missions. These missions will periodically pop up. So whenever you finish a boss, whenever you finish an area, check back with your NPCs to see if there is a new mission, because they'll unlock new features. And most importantly, the Jar Dude. The quest for the Jar Dude you get after finishing the Prow Village. Then you will get the Jar Enthusiast up here. In this world, you simply have to go through, smash all the jars, and pick up the tiny jarlings. Why do you want this? Why is this so important? Because our friend unlocks a new path on the human side of the crevice. You can finally go up here, and that is him. He does sell you quite some amazing things. First and foremost, if you collect a lot of jars throughout all the maps, you can buy yourself helmets. They're not important. No, it's a Grave Robber's Lantern, Undead Hunter's Lantern, and the Coward's Lantern. The Coward's Lantern illuminates the area and shows hidden enemies. They are assassins that you can't see otherwise. The Undead's Lantern is better though. Illuminates its surroundings and prevents nearby undead from reviving. No longer do you kill undead and they actually have to be killed again. Nah. You put the lantern on at the start of the level, and then throughout the whole level, no undead will ever revive again. That's not all of it though. He also sells you the Grave Robber's Lanterns, which illuminates the surroundings and guides Khazan to treasure chests and collectible items. They are priced hefty. I have 200,000 gold right now. Yeah, that would deplete all my funds, but hell, sell your equipment at the other vendors to get these funds. These lanterns are invaluable. Not only are these lanterns invaluable, boom, the third tab is selling you crafting materials for the Soul Eater set, to reroll attributes on gear, or to craft yourself the Fallen Guardian set. We'll get to crafting in a bit. These three hooves, though, will absolutely fuel what we're doing for our build. And since we have Dungeon unlocked, we can walk up the stairs to the right, and there is an invisible wall that you can dash through. They exist in Khazan. Boom. This chest here does have a very good set for you. It is the Executioner's Helm, Gauntlets, everything. I do play the Fallen Guardian set for bonus fire damage, but the Executioners right here, stamina damage increase, brutal attack health recovery, fire resistance, and brutal attack damage increase. Very good. I mean, Jesus Christ. Does also simply look amazing. Now our problem is this is level 38 gear and I have already level 60 gear that's, well, has more total defense, more bonuses, kind of like more of everything. No worries, we can fix that. We're in the middle of the crevice where the trader is. Then you go downstairs to the Alchemist. The Alchemist, after a certain level, will have you unlock augmentation. You can change attributes and gear, and you can augment your gear. For example, my level 59 weapon is currently the highest level it can be. I don't have anything higher leveled. But let's look at my helmet. I want to play the Executioner's set. Well, I can choose the Executioner's helmet, then I can get myself a level 60 helmet piece, and I can augment it to actually level it up. That would be only one level though, from 38 to 39. So we're going to go for the Deep Shadow Helm in this case, which is an epic helmet, and we would get 2 levels. Now, don't take your highest level piece, though, for the augmentation. I, for example, have only a level 41 helmet. That's still 2 more levels. Boom, my Executioner's helmet, now better than before. And I can keep doing this. So I can keep feeding now blue helmets in there to get the level upwards of the piece of gear I have. That's what I'm doing with my Fallen Guardian set right now. And it also brings you to our friend, the Smith. The Smith gets unlocked as soon as you're through the spider caves. Before, you won't have him, before you don't need him. He can do multiple things for you. We can craft normal items here, generic stuff, just like Imperial Soldier dual wield, with your materials that you get from dismantling gear. We can now extract lacrima from gear, we can dismantle gear, and we can sell gear. So I can just go down here to whatever I need. Like, I don't need my spears because I don't play my spears, and I can turn them into battered blades or into treated blades. And there are quite some resources popping out, and I can then craft myself a better weapon. Straight up level 60. I don't have a level 60 weapon. Fantastic. Gets random attributes. We love it. What you can also craft is sets. And these sets you unlock by finding the formulas in the world. During side missions, during main missions, you just have to discover a little bit. Now, the problem with the sets is crafting materials. You can craft them in rare, you can craft them in common or in uncommon. But you will always need the Guardian Hooves, for example, for the Fallen Guardian set. For the Fallen Lord set, you will need the Fallen Lord Claws. And for the Devourer of Darkness, we need the Man-Eating Spider Leg. How do we get those resources now? Denjin already sold you 3 hooves. That's amazing. Otherwise, you just return back to your Waystone in the crevice. And in the First Berserker Khazan, I can travel close back to any boss I ever fought and fight them. I can farm them. So I can return now to the central storehouse entrance in the Prow village and run up to the boss fight. Kill him and do it again and again and again and again. It might drop me Fallen Guardian sets, or it might give me the materials I need to craft more of these to get all 6 set bonuses. The very interesting part is, if I stand here in front of the boss fight and I failed for 30 minutes, it seems like I'm not strong enough, or I just not ready yet. I'm not getting it. You can just run back, teleport wherever you wish to, go to the crevice to get yourself upgrades, buy yourself new stuff, a fire enhancer, a water enhancer. It will not abort your progress in this world. On teleporting back, it gives you this prompt. The progress of your current mission will be saved. Yesterday, we stopped playing before a boss fight because I had dinner with the family. And now I can simply return to the location called Throne of the Veil, and I'm right in front of the boss another time, where I left off yesterday. Not only can I do this now, I can also prepare for the boss fight, because that lad up there is doing tons of chaos damage, and I'll need some kind of chaos resistance or something to counteract that. I guess either a chaos cleanse potion or try to find a chaos resistance elixir. Yeah, that would be great. Generally speaking, when it comes down to selling, dismantling, or extracting lacrima out of your equipment, don't do it right away. I could now sell all my old stuff that I don't need. Simple. I can sort here left by grade, by level, so I'll have the lowest level at the bottom, and then I just sell everything off I don't need. Don't do that yet. If you need gold, sell stuff. If you're spontaneously needing lacrima, then extract the lacrima out of the stuff. And if you want to craft something, you know the drill, then dismantle. But always have equipment pieces left over, since you can also augment. And if I don't have gear, and I can't augment gear, then I'll be having to go to the store upstairs to buy myself stuff to then be able to use the stuff I bought from him for augmentation. That does not seem like something I want to do, since this is expensive and he has limited stock that refreshes over time. Now to something I completely missed that will actually upgrade your character. You go to your sword in the crevice and it says Khazan's Memories. If you finish levels, like the quarry right now, I'll get 5 vengeance points. I finished Polemium Citadel, I got 6 vengeance points, but there is a bonus mission that will give me another 5 vengeance points. These vengeance points are used to upgrade your character permanently. Right now, I've chosen to get another 6.2% stamina damage increase. You can get more damage increase or a damage multiplier increase as well. That's a permanent boost for your character. That's why you want to do all these side missions and everything. Sure, I got my blacksmith heirloom done here, completed, but I really have to go back to get this last objective that I somehow missed. I think I didn't explode some barrels for these 6 vengeance points, as they're going to be even more stamina damage to stagger bosses easier. Now to your skill tree and skill points. You do get them by interacting with the world. And namely, the easiest way is to just keep fighting a boss or return to a boss, especially the Blade Phantom in the beginning. Either the one that you kill on the Tempest Cliffs early, or the one from your bonus mission. Don't actually fight them. You're just here to bring guard. And then you bring guard, and bring guard, and bring guard. Why the Phantoms? Because they have a insane amount of attacks through output. They'll be absolutely trying to smash you, and they attack a lot. Some of these bosses attack less, but this is giving you tons of XP. After beating this boss or the other Blade Phantom early, you're super used to it. Don't worry, you'll absolutely, right? You'll get there. And everything we're doing here just gives us XP right now. Let's press our menu key now and go for Defrona's Codex. This is incredibly important because you have enemies, all kinds of enemies, Red-Eyed Boulderbad, Wild Boar, and so on. But they do have bonus missions. If I defeat a Granite Jocko while it's staggered, I get a lightning resistance parchment, so I'm able to craft lightning resistance potions. If I defeat a wild bear without using a recovery consumable, I get 5 fire enhancers just like that. I just recently defeated a Knives Veil outlaw without using a recovery consumable. That one was a very annoying elite dude. But, ladies and gentlemen, I got a soul cleaving greatsword. Just like that, I can get soul cleaving dual wields, defeat a ruthless executioner without taking damage. That's complicated, but there is a Soul Cleaver dual wield waiting for me. Now, if you're unsure if you can defeat that guy without taking damage, you go to Defrona and enter the training grounds. And in the training grounds, you can devise a strategy to beat that guy. With LB and the option button, I can choose a training opponent, the Knife Veil Executioner. I can put him offensive and no auto recovery, and then start the training. Now I got this dude who is going to absolutely send it down south, and you'll notice why he's so hard. They've already taken damage. So I probably have to devise a strategy, maybe where I see like we don't do that much damage to him. Might have to devise a strategy where I throw spears at him until he dies. But yeah, like dude's a menace, right? The good thing about the training is like don't fear failure. You cannot die here. This is like infinite, right? Train until you're able to beat what you're training for, right? Until you're able to do the challenge. And here in the training ground, you see all the challenges too, like defeating a Red-Eyed Boulderbat without using recovery consumables. Luckily, I pushed it off a ledge. Or these double-edged butchers, which are really annoying. I mean, getting 10 water enhancers or earth enhancers is not bad. Let's take a peek at our items and the 3 most important ones. That would be, first and foremost, the Soul Tier Dust. Never use this to gain Lacrima. No, this restores 300 health and grants 400 Lacrima. This restores 500 health and grant 2000 Lacrima. Sure, getting Lacrima like this to level up is nice, but you can also extract it out of gear. What's important is the heal. I've been using these if I finally run out of my heal blips. I have 5 heal blips right now. If I run out, well, inventory Soul Tear Stone shards. And that brings me to the other 2 items. That would be the Small Spirit Ore, which restores Spirit by 30%, and then the Willpower Orb, which consumes 3 Spirit Gauge units to restore health by 50%. Those 2, if you're towards the end of a level, very close to getting that save point, well, just consume a Small Spirit Ore, and boom, heal yourself back up. Now let's talk about your agility stat, because you probably have been wondering what it actually does. Mine is C right now. Agility goes down the heavier equipment you wear. I have constant heavyweight on, I'm at C. Usually I run around with a B agility. The worse your agility rating is, the more stamina you use up on dodging. And the worse your stamina recovery is as well. From B to C, my recovery went down by 30%. Now I do mostly guard though, instead of dodging. So it's not that much of a problem, because the heavier equipment you wear, if you go all the way to plate armor and your weight might bump up, the more defense you have means you take less damage and less stamina damage. Therefore, if you're guarding a lot, I guess heavier equipment doesn't hurt. If you like to dodge, you should definitely have lightweight equipment. That being said, if you do upgrade your strength, that gives you tons of weight bonus too. Or in this case, vitality brings back your weight as well, that you can carry heavier stuff. Right now I'm willpower based, so I need to push the willpower, but strength also gives me some damage. So I could easily push the strength as soon as my willpower reaches the soft cap. Lastly, the final update. You can go to Defrona, and she has the Unleash Soulstone ability. Here, you can use the Soulstones that you have found throughout the world. These glowing ores. If you destroy them, you get the points in the top right corner. And she allows you to either increase your Lacrima gain or your life recovery, and then max spirit bonus at some point. You always want to take life recovery because it will increase everything. The willpower orbs, the soul tier dust, but also the life you get from a brutal attack, Reap. That will actually heal you when you brutal attack them right in the front. Haha. Yes, that life, all the life recoveries. And Lacrima, you can always farm. We don't need bonus Lacrima gain. Finally and last, my absolute favorite tip, the Flash Cutter. Probably the best ability in the game. It rushes you toward an enemy and delivers a swift strike, nullify incoming damage, and activate a counter strike when attacking during initial activation of Flash Cutter. This is not only amazing to go through enemies as you're going through the world. Multiple packs, just Flash Cutter, charge it up, through them, boom, they'll fall apart. You can use this in boss fights to negate the damage of any attack. You're unable to block a certain combo. You don't understand how it works. The parry timing is off. Well, with Flash Cutter, you can just negate that damage by using it in the right moment. He goes for a super bamboozling, swiping whatsoever hit delayed attack that doesn't make sense to you. Stand there, charge it up, release in the right moment, not even in the right moment. Use it reactionary too. Boom. Counter attack, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Even breaks their stance and does tons of stamina damage. My favorite tool to absolutely obliterate bosses left, right, and center and boost through levels. Now, if you want to learn more about the dual wields that you're seeing in the background, no problem. We get the whole video for you with my build. We'll give you a part 2, a part 3 as I progress further through the game. Or below the live stream, discovering 100% of everything the game has to offer. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.